nature's will. There's a beauty in how it exists, but more so how it blossoms. It grows, despite the conditions to sprout. I heard the rose rocks the same way. No matter where the seed falls and the clouds form, the rose still finds sunlight in the shade. But take a look at the rose that came from the concrete. That's a beauty TKO. Unmatched, undisputed, underestimated. The rose knows no other way.
Le quiero dar gracias a Dios por toda la comida que nos está dando este día, y por siempre traer cosas buenas para...
My name is Meryland Gonzalez. I'm 14 years old and I'm from Watts, California.
¿Las compra?
My parents come from Zamora, Michoacán, which is in Mexico. They decided to come here for us to fulfill our dreams.
A ver, háblanos algo en chino mandarín. ¿Cómo se dice papá en chino mandarín?
Baba.
¿Baba? ¿Mi hermana? ¿Baba? ¿Cómo baba? Mi esposa y yo siempre ella siempre procuró sentarnos a todos en la mesa a comer, porque decía ella que eran los momentos para nosotros que nos van a quedar siempre de recuerdo.
¡Ey! Ese es el viejito. El viejito, ¿qué viejito? No, tú, yo te voy a decir viejito a ti.
¿Por qué?
Porque es un viejito.
My parents, they both work at the same job, same time. They wake up like around 3:30 and go to work around they start working like at 5.
Trabajamos cortando carne, deshuesamos pollo. Aunque es muy frío, pero es la oportunidad que tenemos nosotros porque entramos muy temprano, pero salimos temprano para llegar temprano con nuestras hijas.
Some people are ashamed of coming from here. It's not a neighborhood you could fully trust in terms of going outside at night just by yourself, because there could be problems.
Meryland Gonzalez lives in Gonzac Village, which is territory claimed by the Hacienda Bloods. They are heavy into sales of narcotics. It does get pretty busy at night, and also when there is a feud going on, there's a lot of gunfire. The positive side of Watts is that the majority of people are very hardworking, very good people. The negative of Watts is it's very small. It's only a couple of square miles, and within those territories are 3 very violent street gangs, and it puts all the good people in fear, which makes them stay inside their homes, which really robs the children of a childhood.
It's been hard. I'm not gonna say it has been easy. It's been really hard. Just in general, seeing gangs, drugs, violence. Aside from that, there's also kids and families who want their kids to overcome these challenges and want them to do something in life.
There's something really special about this community. There's so much love with the families here. They're so connected, and you feel it from everywhere. I've been with Operation Progress for the past 8 years. Our mission is to empower the youth to become productive adults, and we do that through providing scholarship assistance for the scholars to attend Catholic schools in the community. The second component is after-school programs that help the kids develop their talents, passions, and then the third component is mentorship by LAPD officers.
So today we're going to pick up Meryland Gonzalez. She is an Olympic hopeful for boxing, and we're heading over to her house now to pick her up and transport her to her boxing lessons.
What's really great about the mentorship is that the officers get to see a different side of the community that they usually don't get to see. And so I think law enforcement have been able to build those trusting relationships with the community once again through the mentorship of the youth.
What's up, kiddo? How are you?
It's Officer Coughlin. He's my second dad. He's always there for us when we need him.
Cualquier niño que sea que le pida ayuda al oficial Coughlin, él lo va a ayudar, porque ese es el propósito principal de él, sacarte de aquí, del área, para que conozcas otro nuevo mundo y después vengas y traigas esa sabiduría a tu comunidad.
What are you guys doing today? Just sparring?
No, we're gonna work out.
As officers, we get pretty close to these families, specifically the kids that we mentor. They've all been to my house, met my family, they know my kids. They become a pretty integral part of your family. And I think that's a very good thing for the community.
Hi, kid. I'll see you at 4 o'clock.
Bye.
Bye. Have a good session.
At the age of 7, my dad had put me in music, ballet, dance, a lot of different sports, but I just didn't find the passion for it. So I told my dad, Dad, I want to start boxing. And he was like, you're crazy, what are you talking about?
When she came in, she was a little girl, and as soon as you walk in, a trainer knows already if somebody has something. So I just started sticking with her, and she's good. She's real good.
Meryland has definitely been a role model for the Operation Progress scholars in that her work ethic and also just her goals in life, you know, that she's always kind of had a really strong North Star, right, which is the Olympics.
Meryland ha ganado los Junior Olympics, ha ganado los Silver Globe 2 veces. Tiene mucho poder en sus manos. Tiene para mí lo que principalmente tiene un jack y una derecha recta bien sólidas. Es muy rápida. Eso es lo que la hace diferente a otras niñas.
She's a 9-time national champion and already known by a lot of people. So if she keeps on developing, I think she should have no problem going to the Olympics.
Meryland es la rosa de concreto que supone que es un lugar donde no debe de florecer. Entonces Meryland está saliendo de un lugar donde es concreto y no se da una rosa tan fácil, y entonces Meryland está retoñando del concreto. Me siento muy orgulloso por ella, la verdad.
All these trophies, medals, awards, they're not only for me, they're for my family as well, especially how hard they work. It motivates me to keep fighting. I want to basically prove to them that their sacrifices are helping me.
Anyone who comes from this community, they've had to overcome so much adversity, and the resilience that creates and builds. I mean, I would take a Meryland every single day.
Hey, Molly!
I met Meryland back in 2017. We came down to a school in Watts to surprise 2 police officers who were serving as OP mentors. And so we just kind of hit it off there, talking about sports. And from there, you know, I brought her and her family to some games, to training camp.
Ah, and Aaron Donald, is so sick.
It's about creating those opportunities not just for Meryland, but the entire family, because they're a family unit, and you've seen how close they are. It's really a time for the family to come together and just kind of forget about everything else in their life. It's an escape.
Hi, Molly!
Sam, what's going on? You got the whole fam there. Hey,
Hola, Molly. How are you?
So I just wanted to come in and just give you kudos and give you some love, because I'm very, very proud of you. And somebody else wanted to, say hi to you. So we have
Meryland, what's up?
Coach McVeigh.
This is Coach McVeigh.
Hi, how are you?
Hearing about all the success you've had, and now you've won the Junior Olympics since I've seen you. Dave and I wanted to present you with a game ball and just let you know how appreciative we are to be associated with somebody special like you in the community and everything that you do. You are an inspiration to me and to Dave and Molly and really our team. I've got a lot more important autographs than me on here. Aaron Donald signed this, and really proud of you and just happy to be associated with somebody like you.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm so excited. That's crazy.
Bye-bye.
Go Rams.
Go Rams. 3. 1, 2, 3. Go Rams!
Oh yeah, I love it.
Take care.
Take care.
Take care.
Wow.
You know, I consider her like a niece or a little sister at this point. And definitely the Gonzalez family is family to me. So recently, during the pandemic, they needed some assistance and never gave it a second thought.
When the pandemic hit back in March, it was devastating to this community because many of our families lost their jobs. And so a lot of our families were really afraid about paying rent, paying bills, and putting food on the table.
COVID did slow down my parents' jobs. It didn't really help us at all in terms of like we have to be like careful of what we buy, the things we get, and not waste money.
As an organization, we realized that we needed to step up and help the families in this capacity, and food was the basic thing that we could provide for them.
When we let our partners at Pepsi and Albertsons Vons Pavilions know about this amazing organization, Operation Progress, and what they're doing to address food insecurity for their families, they jumped at the opportunity to help.
I'm so excited because we have an event with the LA Rams to provide monthly groceries for 70 families.
They're going to receive a grocery gift card and they're going to be treated to a grocery shopping spree for the holidays. So they have food on their table, not only for the holidays upcoming, but for the month ahead.
My parents, they're not having a lot of work right now, and it's been really hard lately. We needed this help, and it really means a lot to us. We're really grateful.
So now you know the rose that grew from concrete. And you know that she is not alone.
I believe that if Meryland uses the dedication she uses for boxing and applies that to every area of her life, there's no question she's going to be incredibly successful.
She really epitomizes what it means to utilize your talents and passions and help others as well.
You know, if there are more Merylands in the world, this world would be a better place.
Because each crack is an opportunity for another to grow. They see this example swinging her fist, fighting, and think, if she can, then so can I.
I want to make history here, outside of here, everywhere. I want to make sure kids know what they want to be in life, and I want to inspire them because other kids will pass it on and it will help this community of Watts become a better place.
And that's the cycle. That's evolution. As a wise man once said, long live the rose that grew from concrete.
Modified pistol and a design run. Trying to get out the left side. He's hit at the 20, stumbles, and Aaron Donald finishes him off after no gain.
Hi, I'm Andy Benoit. This is your All-22. Big game coming up for the Rams in Week 17. We're going to look ahead to it and something that the defense will have to be prepared to deal with when they face the Arizona Cardinals offense.
This was the first play in the fourth series of the last game between the Rams and Cardinals, and it's a good representation of something we're going to see this Sunday because we'll back it up. Arizona, one of the things they do, this is a staple for them. Obviously, Kyler Murray in designed runs, and he's great on those, but they like to go to these almost these two-back sets. This is a tight end. It's Max Williams right here, but he serves as a fullback, and what they'll do is insert him as a lead blocker, both for when the running back gets the ball or in this case when Kyler Murray gets the ball. So this is something defensive coordinator Brandon Staley is going to be paying a lot of attention to during this week to get ready for Sunday. And then on the Rams side of things, this play is really representative of how this season has gone because the one thing that has stood out is how good these defensive linemen are across the board. Everybody has played well up front. It's a great commentary on defensive line coach Eric Henderson. And in this case, it's Greg Gaines, an unsung hero. He comes off the bench and he makes plays like this every single week. In this case, anchoring and getting over the top of the center, crossing his face. This is not easy to do, and it's what forced Murray to bounce the ball outside and taking on the lead blocker especially. And then if you look at Samson Ebukam over here, he's dropping into coverage, and yet he comes up and plays the run. So the awareness and the transitional movement. And then last, certainly not least, Aaron Donald. You're not getting any big stats in this play. It's not going to be a TFL. It's not going to be a sack. Look at the effort and how many defensive linemen could run down Kyler Murray like this. An absolutely sensational play by the best defensive player in the NFL. Good football across the board. The Rams will have to look like this on Sunday because they're going to see this again from Arizona.
That's it for this week's All-22. I'm Andy Benoit. We'll see you next time.
We are going to do a suit and a shirt for you. Do you have anything specifically in mind that you're looking for?
What's the color all the way to the right?
This one here?
Yeah.
This is kind of a navy blend plaid.
Yeah, I like that right there.
You like that?
Hey man, how's it going, man?
What's up? How you doing?
Good. Ready to get a nice suit?
Yeah, man. Let's go. I would say my style, you know, like clean cut, you know, slim fit type style, you know, something that's not gonna, you know, pop out, but you know, just gonna, you know, resemble me. Just checking out my suit that was custom created, man. Get to try it on, fit it on, see how it looks. That's nice right there. Dark blue, I like that. So this is my baby girl right here, my oldest. So but I included her and I included my boy on the back, especially when I play my pop. So it'd be cool to walk in the stadium and, you know, see my dad and wearing this suit with my son and my daughter's name on it, man. It's gonna be cool.
Born and raised is not just about like one place or one city or one thing. It's you know, it's a feeling and emotion that we have. It's about real people. It's about real places. It's about the community that helped shape itself. It's about the ones that laid the foundation and did the groundwork. Obviously, LA had like a really big year this year with the Dodgers winning the World Series and the Lakers winning the chip. So after each one of those games, I went out to the city to kind of see the celebration, and there was just you know, there was a very certain energy and a common feeling I think that all of us felt, and a certain pride and love for our story as Angelinos. And Born and Raised is basically about that feeling. You know, the city's changing rapidly, obviously, right? And I feel that, you know, I feel compelled to tell our story the way it's supposed to be told. You know, my family's been here for almost a century, and I'm trying to preserve our history and culture. You know, I feel like as Angelinos, our culture is gorgeous, and I don't want it to be exploited, obviously, and I want to take care of it and protect it the best that I can. I think that, you know, with the Rams and us at Born and Raised, we're you know, ultimately engaged in the same pursuit, which is trying to put it down for the city. You know, I grew up in the 80s watching Rams games on my grandpa's lap here in Venice. The backstory is there, the history is there, the nostalgia is obviously there. So when you guys returned, obviously I was elated, you know, that I get to share this experience and go to these games and, you know, celebrate the Rams with my grandpa again. I feel like, you know, so I've been going down there my whole life with my great-grandparents, my grandparents, my parents, my kids. You know, yesterday I was down there and I was watching that, you know, our logo spin up on the Ferris wheel. I feel like every now and again life winks at you or smiles at you from across the room. And I feel like this is one of those moments, you know. I want to make two people proud. I want to make my family proud, and I want to make my city proud. And I feel like we're doing a good job.
I didn't see you there. Welcome back to Fishing with Sea Bass. You ready? And now right here, I got two of Alabama's finest. I got T. Lou and A. Sean Robinson. How y'all doing today, brothers?
Good, I'm good. It's a great day, my man.
Love it, love it, love it. All right, so first question. T. Lou, if you could be any animal, what would it be and why?
A tiger, they fierce.
What about you?
A wolf.
Why wolf?
They're intelligent.
Okay, I like that. I like that. If you could have any female celebrity, right, to go on a date with, who would it be and what's your reasoning? Be respectful, obviously.
Of course, always, of course. I'd have to say Janae.
Janae?
You know Janae.
Janae?
Yeah, she got a boy, but...
Janae? Oh, no.
Janae.
Janae.
You know Janae.
Okay.
Most beautiful person on this world.
Okay, I like that. Who would you, if you could have anyone play you in a movie, who would it be?
Tom Hardy.
Why?
I just think he's, I mean, for lack of a better word, I just think he's a bit of a badass in whatever he does, so.
If you could be any animal, what would you be? And why?
I'll be myself because I'm a beast.
That's what he's saying! That's all we got for you. That's all we got.
Thanks for watching, and be sure to tune in next week for more Rams 360.